Good morning. It's Friday morning. Ruben Lowen here in McAllen, Texas, in the Christian Memorial Park, and representing Sunrise Daybreakers. We got people walking in the park. We got one guy actually I see this guy all the time practicing basketball at night. Or so early in the morning it's dark out. Start to see the sun's kind of right coming up. You can feel a difference, right? This park last night was full of kids playing baseball and softball and pee-wee football and soccer and people running. Had a group of ladies over here doing CrossFit. They were doing like crazy numbers, right? They were doing like 100 burpees. They didn't speak any English, right? But I just did my my Navy SEAL stretch PT, 210 push-ups total, and flutter kicks, crunches, different kind of ab workouts. You count bodybuilders, get that blood pumping in the morning, jumping jacks, that kind of stuff. There's some interesting studies out that the wearing hospitals, doctors and nurses, this is like 1978, they did a study, and there's actually lesser incidence of infection with patients when their doctors and nurses weren't wearing masks versus the ones that did wear the mask. And that's a published study, been out for a long time, and there's been several studies backing it up since then. Interesting, huh? There's a lot of cases right now of mental issues, especially with children, because of the masks. They getting anxiety and nightmares and all kinds of stuff. And then this month is domestic violence month. I don't know if I'd want to have a month of this. Let's celebrate domestic violence month. That's like, I was listening to this, I guess she's a pastor, talking about it. So during this COVID-19 and the shelter in place, there's been an increase in domestic violence. People get on each other's nerves, and people become, what's the word? They become, I don't know. It's like they need that drama in their life. They need that. It's how they feel value in their relationship when their partner gets jealous or gets angry with them, has a fight with them. My mother, oh my God, my mother had this theory, and it used to drive my dad crazy, that if they got into a fight, it made the makeup sex better. And it's just, that's my dad's version of the story. All right. But there's a lot of people that only show their ugly side to the people that they care about. All right, and it's only when they feel secure enough in the relationship that they can show their ugly side will they commit to you. So in other words, you have to like them enough to take their abuse, all right, or they won't continue a relationship with you. That's crazy. I knew a guy, guy was a highly decorated Vietnam veteran, and he calls me up. We were neighbors, you know, about a block down. And his face, I go over the house, his face was just mangled. And he takes me out the back. He's got a little pool in the back, and there was this pool of, you know, coagulated blood. So I guess him and his wife were splitting, and he let her in to get some stuff, and he turned around, said something smart. Next thing you know, he's waking up in a pool of blood, and she had these big gaudy rings, and she knocked him out, and then got on top of him and just pounded his face. And I took him to the emergency room, and when I picked him back up, his face looked like a football. They like stitches all over his face from that. But you know, here this guy was, you know, a macho guy, tough guy, war veteran, and he was getting, you know, spousal abuse. And they, you know, their whole marriage had been like that. They've been married for quite a while, I guess, too. You know, he just got a point where he got fed up with it, and she hammered him. He should have took pictures of that, take that to court, like something. But he was embarrassed. He didn't want nobody to know. Too late. I didn't tell him his name, but yeah, he was. That was something. That was something. I was giving a talk at Toastmasters, and like, you know, that wisdom, you got to pass it down, right? And you got to really get to know yourself, and you got to get to know the people that you're close to, you know. And you know, I was saying that young men, you know, when you're looking for a mate, you know, look at how they treat their family, their parents and their siblings. If they're caring and nurturing, you know, that's how they're going to be with you, because that's their true nature. Okay? If they're fighting and they're talking bad about them all the time, and when they're not around, and you know, guess what? That's their real nature. That's how they're going to be with you when that newness or that relationship wears off. And had this young guy go, oh, he's young, I think maybe 19 or 20. He's like, oh, I wish I'd have known that before. Yeah, I wish I'd have known that when I was your age. And I'll just send this to him. They got a full moon out. The nice and cool and calm out here. And yeah, I wish it was like this every day here in the valley. But it's gonna be, you know, we're in the beginning of it. You know, it's gonna be, we're in the fall. It's in October, so we got Halloween coming up at the end of the month, and then that's interesting. Why is there even Halloween, right? And there's some ugliness that happens around this time, you know, that time of year. Looks like we got a couple other people fishing in the pond this morning. How about that? I wonder if there's gar in this pond. There's these canal fishermen in the Mid-Valley, like Westlaco and Mercedes, and they just love fishing in the canals, pulling out gar and catfish, and I guess they're pretty good fighting fish. Interesting group of people. All right. Well, the sun is coming up. It's pretty too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's the sunrise coming up. All right. Have a great Friday.